Welcome to another episode of the B-Side Podcast, the podcast where we put a spotlight on the vibe curators, the unsung heroes that turn your regular night out into an unforgettable night. This is our season finale.
Yes.
Season 1.
Get a break.
And we thought we would... What? You haven't been having fun doing this
No,
like
I've
every
had
other
so
week?
much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun, but it's nice to have a break.
Chill. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. And we thought we would do something different this time around. For our guest today, he's not a DJ, but he's very much a vibe curator. We have Matt Mogul in the house. Matt, should I call you Spotty? I know you're Spotty.
I mean, wow.
Z? Yeah. Or should I call you Matt? What do you prefer?
However, I'm just because you said it, I'm okay with it. If you know me,
yeah. Okay.
You know that name.
If you don't know, now you know. AKA Spotty, AKA Matt Mogul.
That don't mean you go see him outside and say Spotty.
Yes,
right?
yes.
For Google reasons, put Matt.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How was your weekend?
Weekend was good. Went out to my homeboy's birthday. Dealt with that little extra hour we had and got an extra hour of energy.
Of partying.
Just kept the night going till like 5 a.m.
Okay, great. I have one question for you.
Go.
To start this. Is it a wet bar thing?
It was. It was.
It was?
Yeah.
Sorry, you went back and forth. Like, what's a wet bar? Yeah,
That's how you know the kids. That's how you know the kids are young.
From your experience.
What's a wet bar? Was the place to be on a Thursday night. That is.
It was like a location.
It was. Yeah, it was a club.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a club on. Was it on King Street? Where was it?
It was on Peter.
So what was the I guess the significance of it being wet bar?
Wet bar Thursdays.
I guess just being on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
Right.
Rooftop. Vibes.
Great music.
And that quote
people.
that she just said, it came from like a saying, because you would just kind of wake up Thursday and be like, "Oh, is it a thing?
It's
like, are we going?" Like people would ask each other if they're going, and they're going anyways.
Yeah.
But just to like get the conversation started.
Okay.
But no, it was an experience. It was probably one of my most dominant weekly events.
Yeah.
We push so many different artist bookings, so many special guest DJs, so many industry.
We will get to that. I'm gonna switch it up a bit because I just played one of my favorite songs right now. What are 3 songs on your playlist that you can't stop listening to?
3 songs on my playlist. Songs.
You want to pull out your phone and check?
Might as well.
I can go watch
Dre?
doing that. I've been listening to a lot of Lona for like the last few months now. I love his project Homeless. It's called Homeless. I like Comforter. I like High Blood Pressure. And just to switch things up, I've been listening to this new song by Spyro. It's called Stand By You. It's a nice fun record. So yeah,
all these different names: Comforter, Stand By You. It's given cuffing season is coming, and you want someone to comfort and stand by you.
Is that still a thing?
It is still a thing. It's cold outside.
Okay, just find
that. Funny you say it's cold. I've been like with music, like with the temperature change, I changed the vibe.
Right.
So I guess like fall, winter is like hustle mode.
Yeah.
Been playing a lot of Jeezy. And then I've been, I don't know why, I've just been finding it interesting, finding samples from like some of my favorite songs. So like I'll go back to some of my favorite like Diplomat songs and find the samples. And like I'll be doing this by myself on my phone. And the biggest smile on my face, like once I realized that song was this sample.
Yeah.
I want to give a big shout out to the DJs that have been playing like the OG songs, like yourself and Cole. Because they just like, because there's a newer version of almost all the songs.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, wow, this was actually the original. So I'm
which I love and hate because like the kids don't know. Have you seen that meme on Instagram and TikTok where it's like millennial parents thinking that they're about to hear their favorite song when the beat drops.
Yes.
And it turns into something else.
Yes.
This is like, what's up there? For me, currently, You know, I'm loving Gloria Hallelujah's album. Album's great. I like the Wipe Me Down song. She sampled Wipe Me Down. I like that song. Victoria Monet and Usher, SOS. It's such an underrated song. Beautiful. Go check it out. And then, of course, Wizkid's new song. Favorite rap album? Past, present.
I'll probably give it a J.
J?
Reasonable Doubt.
Reasonable Doubt. That's a good album.
And I got on that one late. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. I got on J late, to be honest.
How
late?
I
wasn't like a high school bumping J fan. I was more like, I liked understanding like the lifestyle with the music. So it's like growing up watching Fab, it's like I just connected with a lot more. You know what I mean? So like
that's how I felt about Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah, because is it late? What was College Dropout? I think that dropped when I was in high school.
You didn't listen to it till late?
No, I listened to it while I was in high school, and it was then that I realized that I wanted to do something in music growing up. That was eye-opening for me. 444, I think, is my favorite J album.
I saw him on tour.
I seen that too. Yeah. That was crazy.
I didn't see him on tour for 444. When did I see him? I saw him with Beyonce. They did
which one was that?
They did the On the Run tour. Yeah. That's the only time. I wish I would have seen him when he did Thrones.
I seen that.
Yeah. That would have. How was that?
That was a great.
Thrones was with Kanye, right?
Yeah. That was serious.
Do you think we'll ever get another Thrones album?
Nope. We don't need it.
I want another one.
No, you don't need it.
Yeah, we need one more. We need one more from
There's
them.
so much going on in the world. When you get that moment to be like, I'm gonna listen to Watch the Throne.
Yeah.
It just brings it all back.
Yeah. It's French Kiss. Like amazing album. So
and Magna Carta, I got the shirt on too.
Okay. That's a good album too.
A great album.
I love that album.
Album is Ambition on.
Ambition?
Yeah. With Pharrell.
That's Blueprint.
That's my favorite. One of my favorite Jay-Z songs.
I think the song with Drake's on that one too.
I always said like when I have what I would say would be my biggest gig, I would either end with that song or the Kanye song, Can I Talk My Shit Again, Even If Y'all Don't Hit Again. I would end with that and just walk off stage. Yeah. All right, let's...
With your laptop?
Yes. Okay. No, I'm going to leave my laptop there. You know what? I didn't think it through. I was just going to throw my headphones in the crowd and just walk off.
You get a lawsuit the next day.
And have my intern grab my One thing I wanted to ask is, you've been doing events for a long, long period of time, but what made you actually start doing events, and as opposed to like DJing? Did you ever want to be a DJ, or was it always just, I want to put events and experiences together?
To be honest, I was having this conversation with someone last night, and I think it was just trying to find something to do with all these people I knew. Okay.
Just to like bring them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't really about me DJing or having some performance or anything like that. Just like, how do I get all these people into one room
to hang out? And
yeah. Because it started with just hanging out. Right? And then you started seeing more and more people that just wanted to hang out.
Yeah.
So it's like, what else could we do? Or how do I monetize this? How do I even make money off of this?
Makes sense. And how long ago was that?
This was around 17, 18.
Oh, wow.
Right my last year of high school was when I started taking it serious.
And what was your first...
Or trying to take it serious.
What was your first ever event? Do you remember it?
I guess the one that has the most notoriety would be, we actually did a New Year's party with Big Page when I'm Still Fly just dropped. We did like I don't know if it was a release party I think we just did an event.
Yeah.
And the song and the music video literally just dropped. So we booked big page to host
Oh, nice.
the events. But it was like New Year's plus that.
Yeah.
And it was all ages event too.
Wow.
So
Did you guys do it at Government or?
no, we did it at Tonic downtown. It was a club it was near Wet Bar area.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like what 1,500, 2,000
Wow.
people inside, like another 2,500 people outside. Fire marshals came, shut the street down.
That is the makings of a great party.
It was great going into it.
Yeah.
It was like hell leaving because obviously all those people that were outside that bought tickets. And it's like we didn't even like factor in that part. That's how crazy the business was like at the beginning. We just wanted to see a crowd.
Yeah.
We just wanted to see a lineup. Some more tickets than the venue can hold.
Ooh. Oh, so that's what you did was you sold.
We didn't even realize we did it.
So
like I didn't keep track with what you were doing. So I probably sold 500. You didn't tell me you sold 500. Yeah. Now we're at 1,000.
And this is before like Eventbrite and all of this.
Yeah,
so you're
this
selling like
hand,
physical tickets and
if you got a
that's
call,
crazy.
like
that was a grind. That physical ticket, that was a grind, man.
That was fun though. Yeah. I miss that.
Really?
No,
I miss
man.
it. I used to go to mall. I used to like pick a mall and like go on my Facebook and be like, Yorkdale, 5 o'clock.
You never got scared that because I used to do the ticket thing too, right? And I just got scared that people just rob me, especially when they get promoted for another event and you got to go sell these tickets and someone's like, "You'll meet me," and it's like,
actually, that never crossed my mind.
Same.
Dude, just grooving and jiving.
Never. And we were selling tickets.
You would just put on your Facebook, "I'm gonna be here."
No, it was like a pop-up shop, like Yorkdale, 5 o'clock. Meet me there.
Wow.
And I'm only gonna be there for like 2 hours.
And there'd be a long lineup.
People would just be like, I'm coming, I'll meet you.
And they're paying cash.
Yeah.
That is, it is dangerous when you think about it, but
I never thought about it.
Things were a lot safer-ish back then, or we just weren't.
There was always a mutual respect.
Yeah.
I guess the mutual respect thing too.
Yeah.
But I also think it's just how much the tickets were because I was selling concert tickets.
Yeah.
So there was a better chance you could rob me for concert tickets because the prices were definitely higher than obviously like just a club night. So yeah, no, I don't miss that, man.
Yeah, I don't miss it because like you would actually have to like meet someone at like a Yorkdale or go to like some of these places. Like they would usually set it up at like barbershops for some reason.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I have to go all the way over
into
there
a barbershop and just look at random guys staring at you
and have unnecessary conversations just to get a ticket. So
seems like you went to. I know there's this so within the.
I forgot. I know.
I always had to go pick up tickets from that guy.
It starts with a B.
Yeah.
Bless you. If you know, you know.
Shit, that's a time.
And okay, so going into starting events and putting together parties, like you said, how many people were on your team starting up?
It was just the crew.
Yeah.
The crew that I was just hanging around with. It was like, yo, guys, we're doing this now. Like I could have said we're doing anything. Yeah. I could have said we're rapping now. We probably would have figured that out, but we kind of just got into it and everybody kind of let me lead and follow what I was doing. But there was a good amount of us.
And I think it takes like a good amount to throw like those type of events. What are some misconceptions you had before your first major event that you learned afterwards? Because I find even with me having done my own events, one of the reasons why I started my own events when I started DJing was I just found that when I would DJ at some parties, they weren't done the way I don't think they thought about the client experience. And another thing was they just would, because I'm a woman, they would stick me at any time or they wouldn't pay me what I thought I deserved. So I'm like, I'm just going to do my own events. And I've learned certain things going into it. What were some things that you learned?
How important the client experience is because we were so front page.
Yeah.
So it's like
what do you mean by front page?
Like we wanted our names on these flyers. We wanted to sell you the physical tickets. So it's like no matter what, the guy that is in charge of this. So it was like I never thought about playing the back end. We always wanted to be front page. Yeah. And that's it. It worked to a certain degree because now I got to make sure you're good.
Yeah.
Even when we get to this event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got to make sure you get in. Like,
because you had that physical interaction.
Yeah, so like
prior.
the hosting part just kind of came natural because I sold 500 tickets. I probably know 400 out of these 500 people.
Yeah.
At this point, so I got to make sure I got to answer all your calls. I got, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like how, I assume on an event day, do you turn off your phone because your phone is like
no, I actually never. Maybe sometimes like a Caravana back in the day, a little too hectic, but I'm good at like I try to communicate as much as I can leading up to any event, just so like you at least know your part. You know what I mean? Like I did tell you to come at 11.
Yeah,
if you chose not to come at 11. That's on you.
And I think it's then that you realize what there are different types of hosting. So prior to like starting events, I knew a host as like what Dre does, MCing, but your type of hosting is
I made this. We made this up.
Yeah,
you guys just confused the whole game.
Yeah.
Confused the whole shit.
Because people would send me a flyer. What, this person talks on the mic? And I'm like, no, it's a different.
I just show up, mad cool shit.
Yours is just like making sure everyone's good.
I till this day, I don't know. I love it.
What do you do on event day?
Make sure everything's running smooth, and when it's time, to enjoy the moment of what we
like, you're going around
what we created.
See,
you come find me in my section, and we do a couple shots, and we have a good time. I've been on the mic here and there, but it's a lot of work because if I do that, I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
Like I'm there, you know what I mean? So it's like it's better we all kind of work as hosts because at the same time, it's like if I'm behind, I can't get you outside. I can't. You know what I mean? I'm limited to what I do. Like a DJ, you can't try to get the DJ to do more than what they're supposed to, what you hired them to do.
Yeah. So when I met you at Wet Bar long time ago. My cousins were in town and they're like, oh, we want to go somewhere. And I'm like, oh, Thursday, let's go to Wet Bar. That was my first time at Wet Bar. And what I liked about you was, I don't know, you weren't an asshole. And you were just so nice. And you're like, oh, you want a drink?
I thought she was going to say something. Damn, was I doing something?
No, and that left a very good impression on me because most of the time you see people who do these events and like, honestly, you think they're nice, but they come off as, and it was, and that I was like, oh, wow, he's actually a nice guy. Like, he was like, oh, drinks, and I think that is what most hosts should do at events instead of just like standing and like wearing their sunglasses and looking cool. And
there's a part of the night where you do that,
yeah.
But that's when it's like you said, like our interaction is good. You're good. You're good. You know what I mean? And then you can kind of like, I usually get like a solid hour where it's like, please don't bother me. Like, let me just be cool and take some pictures and you know what I mean? Point at the DJ and listen to my favorite songs.
Okay.
But that again is an hour of
after
5 hours of a night or
of
something.
Working,
like that,
Okay. I want to talk about like Wet Bar because like Wet Bar was a big thing back in the day. How did that start up, and what was the inspiration behind that?
That started, I don't even know how that started. It was definitely created out of a barbershop. Oh, really? Yeah, it was just a bunch of us guys in the barbershop came up with the idea. And I'm not a small part of Wet Bar, but like obviously I grew it with everybody else's help. But it was kind of just a relationship with the venue that we knew at the time, and everybody just knowing Thursday was kind of like a void. Yeah. So we kind of just blended it all together, put on a couple promoter friends that we seen that can enjoy the opportunity. We rotated DJs as well. Yeah. It was more like an industry collaboration. Yeah. And then like, certain people stood out amongst this. Like,
yeah. And how long did it run for?
Wow.
A minute.
Damn, it was a minute.
Yeah. Was it like, I want to say like 5 years?
5 years at least, yeah.
Of every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Well, it didn't happen during the winter.
Did we push it? I don't remember. I think we did. Because it was a heated rooftop. It was covered.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember it. I don't.
Probably not like snowing or crazy, but
That's when I used to drink. So
you were out regardless. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you thinking about when you're picking the DJ and the venues? Do you first come up with the idea first, then you
I think it's more the theme.
The theme, okay.
The theme, the concept. I had have a great mentor and a friend that kind of taught me a lot about branding and marketing growing up. His name is Shane Sterling.
Okay.
So me and him would just kind of come up with concepts, you know what I mean? And I would give him ideas like stuff that I've researched or seen somewhere else in America or something like that. And I'm like, yo, how do I bring this here? Like, how do I do an all black party here? And like, where does this happen? You know, is it like the nighttime? Is it in the club? Is it like an event space? You know what I mean? So we would always just go back and forth, and then we'd come up with the look of it. Yeah. And we'd figure out how to sell this concept through the marketing and the campaign of it all.
And because you guys were one of the first few that would do like actual like campaigns, like you would do a promo video, you would do photo shoots for it. And so was that all through like you visualizing, okay, this is what I want, instead of like creating like a Pinterest board? I'm going to create my own Pinterest board per se for the people.
It was like, I know it's a party, but how do we elevate it? Yeah. You know, and he always had a crazy vision for things. So like just both of us putting our heads together and just coming up with some of the ideas. Like even the videos, it's like you want to create the concept of kind of the vibe of the evening. You know what I mean? So it's like, I remember we did a video, it was like girls' night. It's like the girls at the hotel, car service, picked them up, blah, blah, blah. And like, we did this so long ago, and it was just like, when you see the finished copy, you're like, wow. Yeah. But the idea of it was just so random. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I enjoyed that, you know. That was cool because I got to see a side of this from the lens. I got to see, like, you know what I mean? Now I have to hire a videographer. Yeah. Like, you know, now there's editing involved. Yeah. Like, it's not just about selling tickets for this party and filming the room. It was more about just the creative look of it. And it worked. It did, yeah. Yeah, I agree. It didn't feel like you were buying into a party. It just felt like you were buying into an experience. Yeah.
And that's always your thing, is creating an experience, not just a party.
Because the events were still chaotic, but it looked so beautiful. Yeah. Up, you know.
I guess my question, I know you can't really speak on like what you did to get the Remy Martin deal, all those kinds of deals, but if you could speak,
I could.
You could?
Yeah.
Oh shit, then let's do it.
Let's do it.
not in a sense like how that partnership or that deal was formed, just more like how we got their attention. Right.
Yeah.
You know, like,
so yeah, I want you to speak on that, but also speak on the importance of having these kinds of brands backing you, especially in the event or in the entertainment industry.
You when you do these events, and it could be anything from a dinner to a social gathering, a penthouse party, whatever it is, you want to align yourself with things that kind of make sense. You know what I mean? Like, there's obviously a shit ton of liquor companies, but it's like, when I look at Remy, I look at luxury. You know what I mean? It's like, I value luxury, you know, to a certain extent. So it's like, I want to make sure I'm aligning myself, my brand, and Remy, and creating this experience on its highest luxury level that I could. So my introduction to Remy was from Get Fresh, and you know, Fresh and Will, they were doing these things at a high level as well. And there was an opportunity we had during our All-Star weekend, NBA All-Star weekend, and my friend told me Duce was going to be in our LCBO, starting that I think it came out that weekend, so they were launching in Canada that weekend. And he was like, "Yo, do you got anything going on?" And I was like, "Just regular club stuff," but like. Before that, I had a conversation. Me and my boys were gonna get a crib and do a viewing, because we started Googling the tickets for the
for the All-Star games.
I get it, it's in our city, but this is not happening. So we were gonna get a crib and just do like a viewing party. So the mentality is always, we're gonna do some fly shit no matter what. But with a brand support, it elevates this whole experience now, because we were just gonna go to the liquor store and buy a bunch of, you know what I mean? But now we were able to. Once I got connected with Duce, we were able to, one, get a flyer crib, now we have liquor. They sent us like a backdrop, a bar, napkins, cups, all this stuff. So once we had everything, we're like, okay, so now we're gonna have a bartender in the crib. This is dope.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck it, let's get a chef and just have the chef cooking live while people are just mingling and drinking and then watching the
like a real
all-star game at a dunk off. Watch party.
Yeah.
So, but because that was like the first weekend of Duce being here, I guess it kind of opened eyes to other brands like, yo, who's doing this mansion party and you know what I mean, like with Duce already.
Yeah.
So stuff like that is good because we were doing it regardless. So I feel like you always gotta have that plan because a lot of people like nowadays they
essentially like start your own thing.
Let the brands come. You know what I mean? Or at least when you start your own thing, now you know what type of brands you want to even focus on. People hit me for, you know, different sponsor connections and stuff like that, but it's like you don't even know what you want. Like this doesn't even make sense with that.
Yeah.
Why? You know what I mean? So it's like you're not thinking the whole thing through, but it is what it is.
So far from the conversation we've had, and I appreciate you for sharing that, but from the conversation we've had, it seems to me like for a long time, or maybe not now, but for most of the things you've done, you just kind of started and kind of figured it out. And something that we struggle a lot with is trying to have it perfect first before we kick things going. So I love the fact that you might not say it directly, but it seems that's kind of like for you, for a lot of things, you just kind of like, I want to do this. I want to start here and then figure it out as you go. And then obviously as you get older and wiser, then you start to do things.
Figure it out. If you fail, own up to it. Be there for the crisis call the next day. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's serious. That New Year's party was like, it was real because it was we got a lot of backlash from this. You know, a lot of people, it's freezing outside. People didn't get into this party, but it's like, you can hide from this situation or you can pick up the phone and be like, yo, bro, my bad.
Call
you know what I mean? Like, my bad when we do the next one. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. We've seen situations where even with performers where you book an artist and just because the turnout is not the best, they won't perform or they won't give 100 on their performance or they flat out just won't perform. Or even like with events, like you put this event together just because the turnout is not great doesn't mean that you don't give the people who have come
you know why?
That experience.
Because nobody told you to do this.
Yeah. That's true.
You could have turned down the show.
Yeah.
You could have not did this party this weekend. You know what I mean? Like all of these things are your choice.
Yeah.
So it's like if it doesn't turn out the way you think it turns out, you got to know how to like, you know, like still show love to the people that did still come and support this, you know, like.
And I think that's the missing piece is like, why don't artists and promoters and DJs do that when you kind of forget the people who are there? Like, I get it. It's disappointing, but there are still people who actually showed up.
I think that's why you have that's why it's good to have a team. Because if you're one person that's doing all of this work, start to finish, ideation, and now have to host and do all these other things, it's not the way it goes. You're already stressed by everything that's been overwhelming. But I feel like if you have a team and the work has kind of been broken down and we all collectively agree that this ain't happening. Okay,
that's kind of how we this brunch, this Somebody Anybody brunch that we've been doing. That's kind of how we work with it because it's like there's only so much you can put on one person. You know what I mean? So it's like we'll find and like at this point we know to find moments where it's like, you know what, let me do what I do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or like Breezy will be like, you know what, let me switch the whole vibe of this music.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like that's something I can't do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if he's not feeling the way the vibe is right now, he can go and control that whole situation in the DJ booth and turn this whole party around.
Yeah. Since you mentioned Somebody Anybody, let's talk a little bit about that, like the concept, and because this summer was year two, and it sold out every time. I couldn't even get tickets. It was always sold out.
I know. Like you hit summer and summer.
Yeah, but I don't like to do.
Don't say that because there's a reason I'm sitting in this chair.
Yes.
Gotta put yourself out there.
You know, you're right. But for it to be the second year and it's always selling out. And you did how many? 5 or so?
We did 5 this year plus the roller skating.
Yeah. That's amazing. Right. What was the inspiration behind Somebody Anybody? Because for those who don't know, first tell us a little bit about what Somebody Anybody is, and then talk about the inspiration.
Can I take a swing or something?
Yeah.
Is it from like the idea of like somebody, anybody, please scream? I always thought I was the idea. Like, somebody, anybody, please scream.
Where is that? What's that?
There's a thing like that, man.
I'll credit him because he's probably gonna watch this at some point. But Breezy came up with the name, and it wasn't just a name. It was like. It was like a saying towards the name. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like
welcoming.
Yeah. So, and again, it was like, it wasn't brought to you by these individuals. If you know us, you know us. Yeah. But the point of it was like, let's take the names and the egos and all of this stuff out of it. And let's just create something by people that know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But for the people.
Yeah.
So it's not really like, you don't have to point fingers. You know what I mean? There's no one like trying to own this event. Like it's mine, put my face on it, put my name on it. It's more just like we created it. That. Yeah, we created it. We got very humble with this one. We created it and everybody just kind of put their, egos to the side and everything kind of like aligned. We came up with the concept, we came up with the R&B theme. And again, it was just, we know each other, we're all peers in the industry, but we haven't really like collectively done something to this degree.
Your first time all working together.
I mean, we've done things, but nothing to this level.
Yeah.
So it was good to do this one for one. And
this year you guys even went to DC and did.
Yeah. And that was the thing. It was like us collectively, we have, this network of resources outside of Toronto. So it's like, let's see if now that we created this thing and it's not about me.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can bring this. Like I love talking to people that just people I know in the industry from all over the world and just talking about something other than me or, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, yo, I have this brand. What do you think we can do with it? Do you think we can bring it to your city? Like how does this work? How would it work over there? And it's just, you're learning more about their industry too and how their stuff works, right?
I think it's cool that you said everybody take out the egos out of the room, man, because it's a small saying, but that's very big because for collaborations to work and grow potentially, egos need to be taken out of the room. Man, that's deep.
And shout outs to one of your resident DJs, my brother Summer Knox.
Shout out Summer. Summer gets it.
Yeah.
Like, all of us collectively, including the DJs and everybody kind of understands the brand. The vision. You know what I mean? So it's like, we don't just create these things and be like, hey guys, we're doing it this day. We go to everybody and ask for everybody's input and stuff like that. And when we're doing the road shows, it's like we always make sure we bring one of our people with us and stuff like that. So
that's dope.
Yeah, which is great because it gives the DJs opportunities to go outside of the city, outside of the country.
It's yours. Sell it too. You know what I mean? Like
I love that. So we've had a bunch of DJs on the show, right? And one of the things that I talk about, and one of the things people complain about as DJs is pay. Promoters aren't paying the DJs enough. I want to hear from your side and your point of view, like when you're putting together an event or you and your team collectively, what are some things that people outside don't necessarily factor? Like I know as an event producer, but what are some things that you factor when booking a DJ and how much you pay them?
It kind of goes back to nobody asked you to do this. Like
as a DJ?
No, you as you're creating this event. Okay. Nobody asked you to do this. Now you need a DJ.
Yeah.
So it's, again, nobody asked you to do this.
Yeah.
The DJ didn't say, hey, can you do something on the 14th and book me?
Yeah.
You came up with this whole idea on your own. Now you want a DJ.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever your idea is, you got to factor in like nobody asked you to do this.
Yeah.
So factor in that you need now the support with your DJ, MC. You want to take pictures of this event. You know what I mean? Like how important is the pictures to you? How important is music to you for this event? And you just need music in the background.
Yeah.
Then it's like you got to change your conversation. Like, get out of the $700 DJ bracket.
Yeah.
Go find somebody's younger brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That can just play some music and still pay him and stuff like that. So it's like you don't need to go to the highest. Like I get calls, to book me to host certain events. And it's like,
it's not for me.
You don't even need me there, bro.
Yeah.
I'll come and support, but you know what I mean? You don't need to try to figure out how to. I don't even want you to do that because I kind of vision where this is going already. Just invite me. If I can make it, I can make it. You know, I'd rather just come support than you make all these deals with people, and you know, like whatever you're creating here is not gonna financially, it can't afford this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't need 2 videographers because how are you gonna pay 2 videographers?
Facts.
You gotta pick. You want video or you want photo? If you can pay for both, pay for both.
Yeah.
But it's like you just have to know the type of event you're going into, and then just be as transparent and honest with, you know, the team and the people you're working with. Even if it's late pay, it's like you just gotta communicate. You know what I mean? Like never not put yourself, you know, like out there for somebody to just kind of imagine like this guy's ignoring me, or you know what I mean? I told him it's 500 and he didn't reply.
Yeah.
It's like always just, you know, I don't have 500, bro. I got 4.
Yeah.
I got 350. And if it's that, let's shorten your time. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is. And I try to like more get the information from you than demand what I, you know what I mean? Like I'm not going to tell you
do this
and then
that's more like, I've got 150, what can you give me? I think it's a better way to approach the conversation. At least that way, if you can't do it,
because you'll tell a DJ, you know, you got 500, and he'll say, I'll hold the night down.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now I don't even got to book 2.
Yeah.
Let them hold it down.
And so with giving like newer DJs a chance, right? Because I'm sure you get approached by DJs all the time and saying, "Oh,
my younger brother is a DJ."
Oh yeah,
it's like it's in the family, so I gotta like always be like, you know what situation can I put
this person?
Do you pay, brother?
Get him
do you take favors? I'll give you the car this week.
No. Yeah, honestly, it's like not just my brother, but if you're a younger DJ, if you have a set rate, it's different than letting the person create the set rate for you, because you know, if you've been in it long enough, you kind of know that entry DJ. You've been doing this a year. Yeah. I know what, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's still valued. It's still the person's time and stuff like that. So they do tell you like, you know what? I want a little bit more. It's like, you got to factor it in. But at the same time, now you're in a situation where it's like, this can't just be I'm booking you to DJ because I'm putting you on, right? I'm putting you on a situation. So now you got to kind of let me kind of mentor what's going on here. You got to like listen to me. You know what I mean? Like, so let me help you grow in this situation, because one, I'm paying you. One, you're still new. You know, one, you're like dealing with an experienced group of people. So we want to make sure that you also stand out in this situation. So it's not like the money's one thing, but you still we want you to build in this situation to get to that number that you want to put out there to people that you want to invoice.
What do you say to DJs who are complaining about like rates and stuff and saying that promoters don't understand?
What? That's never my conversation.
I know it's never yours, but
I can't help anybody having that conversation.
He's like, nobody told you to do this.
Okay, so what would you say to promoters who aren't willing to pay?
I have nothing to say to them. Why are you doing this?
Nobody asked you to do this.
Nobody asked you to do this.
No, seriously.
It's true, because people, I think people don't understand that the DJ, like you said, can like make or break your event. Like, I think you raise an important point that people don't consider before doing events, which is creating a budget. I can't tell you the amount of people that I've worked with that don't even think about doing a budget before they even start an event. Like maybe it's my accounting background. Before I even say yes to moving forward on producing an event, like the first thing I do is make sure that the numbers make sense. And a lot of people don't do that. And it might just be because they're in it for like the wrong reason, where like they just want to throw a party and just to be seen as I'm that person, happens. I'm that guy. And then
I did that already.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can't have that same mentality now.
Yeah.
It's like, I did that New Year's.
Yeah.
I just want to be the guy. I could care less. We didn't even make any money. I don't know what happened. All I did was buy an outfit. And I bought an outfit with the ticket money. So I was short on it. Everything was just disaster. But it was, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just for me.
I love
it
the
was for me,
honesty.
100%.
Yeah.
Same day in the mall. After I was done selling.
After saying, meet me at Yorkdale from 12 to 2.
2 to 4
went about outfit. Serious. But then again, because we're limited, our resources are limited. We don't have that much say. So it's like we just gotta finesse the shit, right? And then because we want to be front page on this.
Yeah.
I think for me, just like, again, like, I don't think you get enough credit, but I've never met you in person, but the name just precedes. I've been on your page. I may or may not, or may have stolen some ideas. Like, we'll never know. I've just kind of maybe replicated it, made it funny, you know, because he's always like wearing glasses and just like, you know. But no, I just always like.
And the quotes.
Yeah. And we're going to get to that. I appreciate, you know, everything that you do. And your team as well, because I know it takes a village.
Yeah.
But just putting it for our culture, because I think a lot of people understand what branding is,
Yeah,
and how important it is. And if you're able to, like, again, like you said, the events are probably always going to be the same to a certain degree. But once you give them that experience, just like the idea of like, oh, this is lit, this is going to be fun. That sets things apart. So
Yeah.
I do appreciate the fact, because I know it's not easy. Like, from someone who does events, Revy as well, and Martin says, you know, people who do events. The branding, and it's now harder when you do an alternative idea in terms of marketing and branding, where it's like you step away from the regular shit everybody's doing and just try to do something totally different.
Yeah.
And try to tie it in, you know.
Look at a festival and a concert, for example.
Right.
The festival just gets you because there's 100 names on it.
Yeah.
But the quality of the experience and the brand, it's, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to do anything unless they gave you the top name budget. You know what I mean? You're not going to do it. You're just going to go on stage and perform and do your thing. But if it's like, you know, it's your concert, it's different, because now you get to sit with your team and come up with something cool, or a different concept. And give your fans a different experience. So it's like, and I watched like a whole year of just festivals go by, and I was like, I'm not into this no more. I get it. I get what you guys are doing. I get it. It works.
But So you will never do a festival?
Again, if I was to do one, I would curate it
the way you want
to it. Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of people don't know that you're Nigerian.
They don't?
Yeah.
You're
I'm
kidding.
Nigerian.
See?
Yeah.
People in
What?
the room don't know that.
Now I see it. I see the Mogul in you. I see it. What? Okay.
Yeah.
This guy's out here hustling. That's crazy. What's your Nigerian name, my brother?
Ashurende. That's my last name.
Okay.
Oshuade.
Ashurende.
With the growth of like Afrobeats music, do you see yourself venturing into the Afrobeat space and doing more events centered around that in the future?
I feel like there's a world for it already. Me trying to like take away from that world, I'd rather just add to it.
I respect that.
Yeah, I've done a bunch of events, but it's like I remember just having conversations with the guys at Mild Afro. It's like, like I want to come there.
Yeah.
And I want to come there. I want to eat. I want to bring everybody to eat. You know what I mean? Because I've been there a bunch of times on my own, but it's like I don't bring anybody with me.
Yeah.
But it's like everybody needs to see what's going on. It's crazy in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a somebody, anybody.
And that, like, we had that idea too, just to theme it. But it's like, you know, and then again, give opportunity to any DJs out here or hosts or anybody that's running that, whoever built it up, because I didn't build it up here. So whoever built it up, whoever's running the events, either I'm coming to work with you or you're coming to work with us.
And then a lot of people don't know that your sister is Wonder Girl and like this
that's fun
dope
too.
Producer. She's worked with Beyonce. Let's just put it out there. Beyonce's my GOAT. Travis Scott. She's done a bunch of amazing stuff. And you manage Wonder Child Record.
Yeah, that's the label.
I love how you act like it's not me you're talking about. Like I'm here, like I hear what you're saying, but it's not me. Nah.
How was that for you? What was the inspiration starting the record label, and then
that was always her dream. That was always her dream. That was always something she wanted to do after a certain point, because she was always like signing producers or collaborating with producers. So it was more just like, how do I get, you know, my own team going.
Yeah.
So I'm very proud of her for launching it.
Doing amazing things.
It's very early with the team, but you know, everyone's super excited. Everyone's super supportive, and she's the head of the table, and we just kind of flow how she wants this to go.
One question I don't think we ask a lot of men all the time, we ask this to women, is you're a family guy. Mm-hmm. You mentioned your daughter is 3?
She's gonna be 3 December.
When's her birthday?
She's the 17th. I'm the 15th.
I'm the 22nd.
For real?
Yeah, December babies.
And Monda's the 28th.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, Capricorns. Makes sense. She's a Capricorn. Makes sense. Yeah.
We're back here.
We're back here. I don't know what that be. How is it balancing like a career, and having a family? Cause your role is mostly like a lot of nightlife, stuff. So how has that been for you navigating like parenthood and still doing what you do?
It's just more quality over quantity now. Like I feel like I did the you had me out Monday to Sunday.
Yeah.
Like literally I was hosting a party Monday. I was hosting another party Thursday. I was hosting another party Friday. I was another party Saturday, and then we do it all again.
Every week.
Flyers drop Sunday for the next week. So I did that.
Yeah.
And I built with it. And I kept it. Mm-hmm. So it's not like I lost that, So again, it's like everything you do just has to be to a certain level of quality that you understand.
Yeah.
Not just quality that you understand and you know how to manage.
Yeah.
And then you kind of organically build it from there. So it's like now it's more just like it's more just respecting my time a little bit more, respecting, the family time and just kind of picking what's important and just planning it out like that. Yeah.
Does the mindset shift when the kid comes, or is it just something you just already been doing?
This is normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it shifts a little bit more too. I think as you watch your child get older, for me personally,
How old is?
My daughter is 14 months.
Oh, okay.
So she just turned 1. And honestly, when they say that the year goes by quickly, it does. Like you look at her, even in the past 2 months since she started daycare, it's like a different person. She's learning new things.
You know that moment where they don't know you left?
Yeah.
Compared to now, now she knows I left.
Yeah.
Now she knows when I entered the house. So again, like you're saying,
it's
it gets different.
Yeah, it gets different when it, like you said, it's more so about like you don't want to waste your time. Not necessarily waste your time, but you're very picky about the things that you choose to focus your time that will take you away from your family and your family time.
And because I started so young, there's nothing you can there's nothing I can miss. There's nothing you can tell me that I need to drag out of my house. You know what I mean? I really pick and choose. Still, it's not that serious, but it's like serious as I'm not doing this or I'm doing that. It's just more just like if I missed it, I missed it.
Yeah.
I love the recent caption that you said you put with your daughter's picture on it. Something about you always want to be her hero. And I'm like, that's so sweet.
In every story.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And that my captions, if you want to hear about it.
Yeah.
is if I see something, if I hear something, even though I heard that months ago.
Yeah.
And it just stuck with me. But then it's like, it's not just he's a good dad.
Yeah.
It's more just like he lived.
So speaking of captions,
oh my gosh,
I want to ask you the meaning of some of your captions.
The deep ones.
I didn't go too far. Just quick browsing. So please explain to us.
Can you read it in a certain voice?
Can I see the picture with it?
No,
you can't. Speaking of captions, you had once said, "I never panicked and took the goofy route." Please explain.
Wow, that was a good one.
Deep. Not that was a good one.
That was a good one.
No, you can't check what picture. No.
That's just me at home in my own head, just looking at the industry and looking at everything, and it's just like you watch just people fumble and just start doing shit that doesn't represent them, and you don't even know why you're doing it.
They're just doing it just to try a thing.
Yeah. I'm not into this.
Okay.
Doing it just to do it.
At another time, you had said you're supposed to pay. You're supposed to. Can't read my own handwriting. You're supposed to put the first 500 into the safe.
Deep.
Again, you're supposed to put the first 500.
I think we named the segment. I think we named the segment Wisdoms.
No, it's called Mogul Minutes.
Okay.
Please explain.
And these are not all things like that.
Are you?
These are things like sometimes you have to see something and really make sense out of it.
Right.
You can't just like see a quote and just because it sounds cool and just go, but no, like that shit has to make sense.
So please
to you.
Elaborate what that means.
That's just some
because that's some saving stuff right there.
That was that's Pusha T at the beginning of what's the song with Jay? Drug Dealers Anonymous.
Okay.
No, that's not Drug Dealers Anonymous. That's on his new album, the song with Jay-Z.
But it's teaching you about budgeting though.
It's just the way it came off. Like that was the first bar of the song. Like you're supposed to put the first 500 in the safe and change the combination. I mean, don't touch it.
All right.
If you really
did you actually do that?
No, I didn't yet.
Used it to buy outfits.
But it's a mentality of like this is what you're supposed to do. You know. So
okay. And this one goes.
I love that. I never seen anyone. People ask me, but not like this.
I just want to rock for a century, and then chase the book with a documentary.
That was my boy Jada.
You just be stealing coats.
Yeah, literally. It's music. It's serious, right?
Yeah.
You have to pick like when people say who their top 5 and top all this stuff is. It's like, yo, are you listening to what this person's saying?
They're not.
You know what I mean? Like when I first heard Reasonable Doubt, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like you said that?
Yeah.
But that was that's a bar. That's a Jadakiss bar. Say it one more time, sorry.
I just want to rock for a century, and then chase the book with a documentary.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. That's why I probably dropped it. I did something for I feel almost a decade now.
Yeah.
And now it's like, you want to get into other things. Write the book.
So what other ventures do you want to get into?
Kind of already
now you're doing
flowing into it. I love the world of spirits a lot too.
Okay.
Just working with, all these different liquor brands. So I actually have some brewing in that space.
Okay. Like you're making your own liquor? Or,
yeah.
Okay.
There's that, and then there's also
once it's ready, you're gonna send us a case to.
Of course, we'll throw a whole party.
Yeah. All right.
But again, it's a world like
we want a case so we can like always put it,
on the table.
On the table. Say it's sponsored by.
One day I woke up and I like stripped down a party, and I said, what is the most important thing in this environment here, this room? So if you have a party, it's packed, and you start stripping it down.
Right.
You take away the DJ, what happens?
Yeah.
You take away the people, what happens? Take away the liquor, what happens? I just did every single concept, and I just put value to
what is the most important thing? Because go ahead.
I forgot what I said was the top, but liquor was definitely number 2 or 3.
Yeah,
because people don't know how to be themselves a lot of times, and
without alcohol?
social settings like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Courage.
Yeah.
But I'm finding that a lot of people are saying, or they've stopped drinking.
Yeah, doesn't mean you're dancing.
Yeah. Well, I'm still dancing.
No, but I'm saying just because you stopped, now you're just a boring person in the booth. Doesn't mean you're here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not dancing. Your body's not moving. You're just not drinking.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do this last
quote.
one. They said it cost for my position, so I paid the bill. On behalf of the audience, what is the cost of your position?
And how much? How much did you pay? Mogul minutes.
Mogul minutes.
I'm trying to figure out which picture this was.
One with his sunglasses on.
For sure.
It's simple. It's people,
No, I mean obviously it's a plain quote. I just want to know how much it is.
I want to know how much you paid.
in time.
Minus the 500 is in the safe.
In time, a lot. You pay a lot just in different ways. You know what I mean? Like you're my my time, my personal time is exposed. You know what I mean? It's like,
right.
You got to know how to like just do business outside of your business.
Yeah.
Deep.
If that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
this is something that you got to look at as something like that. Like, you know, this is all of our times
Yeah.
are on the clock right now, but at the same time, we all seen value of, you know, why we're sitting down like this. And then it comes from people you respect. So it's like you build all these relationships with people.
Yeah.
Once you get that relationship built, if that person needs something from you, how does that go now?
Yeah.
You know, like if Summer says, yo, you know, I want you to check this out. It's like, you got to check that out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why did I spend all this time building this relationship with you?
Yeah. Facts. Someone said something to me the other day, and you say that reminded me of it. Do you think that we need to reevaluate where we're going and the things that we're doing every 5 years? I think you kind of have to pivot every now and then. Well, yeah, like every 5 years.
Like just switch your whole...
Yeah, not switch, but like evaluate it and elevate. And it might not where you thought you wanted to be 5 years ago will necessarily be different from where you want to be, where you are in 5 years and where you want to go. You
should, because it's a good way of knowing like even the industry you want to get involved with. It's like if I hear, I don't want to be like shutting people's dreams down, but like I'm just gonna give you the cold answer of like, buddy, don't even like, you know what I mean? If you're not super passionate about this, like, don't even bother. Yeah, you know what I mean? Or do it this way. Yeah. Don't do it the way that you're seeing it on the internet. Yeah. And those conversations are between me and you. I have a lot of conversations one-on-one. A lot. Because I feel like everything online is just
fugazi.
You know, you didn't reevaluate this. You just kind of said some
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even the captions, like a lot of times it's like if it's not just a caption, it goes with the story, it goes with the time, it goes with like what I was even doing in that picture. You know what I mean? Like
the one thing I think I appreciate your confidence, because like I think all of us do think about writing these things and just putting a cool picture, just saying something like say something like that really and so I appreciate that, because that kind of gives you a state of mind and just kind of puts you, I mean, obviously sometimes you're just having fun, but sometimes it kind of just says like, yo, like I'm confident about my shit and just how I feel. And we, at least as men, need to sometimes take that in and be confident in our own selves and the things that we do. So sometimes like, you might just be putting a caption just for whatever, but you're probably inspiring other people to just be confident and walk in your own like lane. So that's good. Facts.
So we like to wrap things up with what we call the B-side questions. We talked a little bit about festivals. If you were to do a festival,
oh man,
what would you call it? And what would be your 3 headliners? And they could be living or dead, past, present, anyone.
What would I call it?
I have an idea.
Go. No, I want to hear it because I actually don't.
No. No, this one's really simple though. Mogul Fest. I just saw Mogul Fest.
Mogul I like Fest. That. I like that.
Yeah, Mogul music.
Who would be the 3 headliners?
That's a good one.
You can have family on it too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to do a DJ.
Okay.
No budget?
No budget.
Wow.
He's unlimited like, wow, budget. I never heard of that one before. That's crazy.
Unlimited budget for Mogul Fest.
I know festivals are random. Like I would have Chief Keef there.
Okay.
Just one classics too. I don't want to hear nothing nothing after. Yeah, just classics.
Just
Travis would be there. There'd be a special guest appearance by Kanye. Ooh. Yeah, I don't need a full set. I like when he comes, his presence on stage, like randomly.
You want him to just come and you say you don't need a full set. You just want him to come because he might just come and do a rap. And
no. Just I watched that guy walk out on a stage and didn't say nothing, and they just did you just heard the piano, the key, and they lost it. Yeah, just do some shit like that, and then just dip.
That'd be a dope lineup.
Yeah.
Matt, you're only supposed to have three.
Three?
Name
Damn.
like
You had a limited budget. And we're just gonna throw everybody at everybody.
Travis for sure.
Travis,
Yeah.
Kanye,
Travis, one of my favorite
Chief.
performers.
Now who was going to DJ or something like that?
Wonder,
What is DJ?
Sure.
and it will be called
Mogul Fest.
Yeah,
Mogul
I'll
Fest.
come up with a better name, but
Shit.
Damn.
Damn.
that's on the what we're doing.
On
planning.
brand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you get a caption for the podcast. He can't give us one. Like give a
True.
caption on deck.
True.
I can send it
No,
Yeah.
you say, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll
because on my drive out of here, I'm gonna think about what just happened.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have a one line for it, and it's always one line. Don't
one
do
line.
too much. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
no paragraphs.
Well, here at the B-side, we like to give people their flowers, their
Oh, wow.
physical flowers. So this is yours. We just want to say thank you for being on the pod
I
and all the
appreciate it.
amazing things that you have been doing, curating experiences. You're one of those promoters who actually think about the client experience. And me as a party person or event goer, I appreciate that. And yeah, appreciate you taking the time out
Thank
to
you
be on
guys.
this.
I appreciate
And-
this. I had a good time.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Okay. We didn't ask you like too much of hard questions or anything.
I
right?
appreciate the people who know it's a conversation. you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I kind of sensed it before, so
So
you guys make it easy.
I'm gonna end it off as Spotty. Is it a wet bar thing?
It is.
Peace.